very very important. Nothing but optical fiber అంటే ఏంటో చూద్దాం. అంటే ఓవరాల్ ఆప్టికల్ ఫైబర్ గురించి స్టడీ చేద్దాం. అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ఎయిర్ థిన్ సిలిండ్రికల్ షేప్. అంటే సిలిండ్రికల్ అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ ఏంటంటే దీని వైర్ ఏంటంటే చాలా నేరోగా ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇలా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. అంటే దీని మెయిన్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఏంటంటే when light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium, it exits a critical angle that reflects back to the medium. That phenomena is known as TIR, nothing but total internal reflection అంట. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే దీనికి మెయిన్గా ఏంటంటే 3 రీజన్స్ ఉంటాయి. కోర్, క్లాడింగ్, అనదర్ వన్ ఏంటంటే బఫర్. అంటే కోర్ అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ థిన్ ఏరియా అంటాం, థిన్ లేయర్ దట్ ఇట్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద ఫైబర్. అనదర్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సరౌండెడ్ బై, it's having a refractive index n1 core, whereas cladding having a refractive index n2. And buffer, it is made up of silicon rubber. In this, the core diameter may be 5 to 100 micrometers, whereas silicon means 250 to 300 micrometers. యాక్చువల్గా డెన్సర్ మీడియం టు రేరర్ మీడియం అన్నారు. డెన్సర్ మీడియం అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ ఏంటంటే దీనికి హై రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఇది ఎక్కువగా మనం ఏంటంటే డైమండ్స్లో లైట్ రేస్లో యూటిలైజ్ చేస్తాం. వెరాజ్ ఇట్ రేరర్ ఏంటంటే ఎక్కువగా ఏంటంటే వ్యాక్యూమ్స్లో యూటిలైజ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ లైట్ రే అనేది ట్రావెల్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు దీంట్లో మనకు టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఉన్నాం కదా, ఆ టోటల్ ఇంటర్నల్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఏంటంటే n1/n2 రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం. అంటే సైన్ ఆర్ డివైడెడ్ బై సైన్ ఐ. R means refractant index, I means incident light అని అంటారు. ఓకే, దీంట్లో మెయిన్గా ఏంటంటే మనకు మోడ్స్ ఉంటాయి, అంటే డిఫరెంట్ మోడ్స్. దాంట్లో ఏంటంటే ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏంటంటే SMF, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏంటంటే MMF అంట. SMF అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ సింగిల్ మోడ్ ఫైబర్ అంటాం, వెరాజ్ MMF అంటే మల్టీ మోడ్ ఫైబర్ అంటారు. ఓన్లీ వన్ లైట్ రే ఈజ్ యూస్డ్ టు ట్రాన్స్ఫర్. ఒక లైట్ రే మాత్రమే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతుంది. వెరాజ్ ఏంటంటే దీంట్లో డిఫరెంట్ లైట్ రేస్ ఆర్ బీన్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్డ్. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఈ సింగిల్ మోడ్ ఫైబర్లో మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్టయితే నథింగ్ బట్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ లాంగ్ డిస్టెన్స్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, వెరాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ షార్ట్ డిస్టెన్స్ కమ్యూనికేషన్. వై? బికాస్ ద సింగిల్ మోడ్ ఫైబర్ డస్ నాట్ having dispersion or degradation of the signal, whereas multipode is used to suffer dispersion or degradation. That's why it is used for short distance communications. Okay, in this also the core region are being defined. The core means it's having a diameter up to 5 micrometers, whereas cladding means it's having a diameter up to 70 micrometers. Whereas in multimode fiber, the core means it's having roughly about 10 micrometers or 40. Whereas in cladding means it's having diameter up to 70 micrometers. Okay. Another one is based on refractive index. We are having two types, that is step index. Another one is graded index fiber. What is meant by step index? It's having less power, less bandwidth, low speed. Entire the step index fibers are used for short distance, short distance communication. In this, the light is zigzag pattern for transmission, whereas in cladding it's having more bandwidth as well as more speed In this, it is having different refractive index for different light rays, so that it is used for long distance communication part, whereas it is a smooth sine wave pattern. This is the basic difference between step index and graded index fibers. Another one is, in this, basically transmitted through fiber cable. The fiber cable having, basically we are having already known, we have three regions. What are we used to study? I want to draw a neat sketch on that so that you can easily understand. In between we are having a core that is inside, and outside it may be covered with cladding. On the outer layer it may be covered with coating, buffer coating, and outer layer it is nothing but outer jacket. It is a protection for a signal. Okay. Another one is, it is having a block diagram. Nothing but it consists of blocks. It's a block diagram for optical fiber. In this, I am discussing on transmitter as well as receiver. In transmitter, it simply converts the electrical signal to light ray, whereas in receiver, it is used to convert the light ray into electrical signal. This is the basic transmitter and receiver. And whereas in transmitter, here mainly optical sources we are using only two, that is LED, another one is laser diode. Whereas LED is used for short distance communication, where laser is used for long distance communication. Okay. Another one is receiver. We are having so many receivers: pin, APD, or photodiode, phototransistor, like this. In a pin or APD, nothing but it is a nothing but P means it is an intrinsic. Another one is N type, it is a layer that is used for short distance. In this, the sensitivity is low, whereas in APD, avalanche photodiode, in this is used for long distance, whereas in this the sensitivity is high. Basic we are observing, whereas these materials are made up of three, either silicon or germanium or indium gallium arsenide. Okay, and it is mainly worked in operation is reverse bias condition. Another one is, in this I am optical fiber, I am covering a little bit, that is advantages, another one is disadvantages, another one is applications. What is advantages means, it's having less small size, it look in small size, as well as it having high signal strength, as well as low power consumption. Whereas in disadvantage means, point to point communication can be built, but cost is high. Nothing but installation cost is very high in optical fiber. Whereas in applications means, it is used in civil, consumer, industrial purpose, whereas it may be used in mainly military, defense, whereas mainly telecommunication, broadband, etc. Another one is, this type of optical fibers are mainly used in telecommunications. How in between comparison between nothing but actual fiber, how the copper wire. If the lifespan is around 30 to 50 years for a fiber, whereas for copper it may be only 10 years. Whereas it is used to cover a distance in terms of miles, it is used to cover distance in terms of feet. Okay, whereas it can be used energy may be consumed, it is used 2 watts per user, whereas it is used to cover 10 watts, require 10 watts per user, whereas it can transfer 69 tbps, whereas it can transfer up to 10 gbps, nothing but tetrabits per second, gigabits per second. Okay, fiber having more more capacity, as well as it can transmit the light ray without any distortion, so that the info in telecommunications we are using this type of fibers, optical fibers. In optical fibers, they mainly depend upon attenuation. Attenuation means the loss in the fiber. How the losses occurs in fiber? Nothing but coupling loss, slice technologies. Okay, these are the few, while attenuation of a fiber can be, attenuation loss occurs due to fiber. Okay, this is all about optical fiber. Thank you for listening.